everybody. My name is Chrissy Beltran and I am from Buzzing with Miss B. And I'm here today to share something with you that I have been asked about a lot. One of the questions that I get the most is how do I plan our family literacy night events? And so I actually wrote a blog post about it on my blog, buzzingwithmissb.com, which you can check out, how to plan an awesome family night. But I thought it might help to make a little video and show you the process that I use to actually organize and put into action our family literacy nights every year. We have a family literacy night every year. We usually do them in the fall. Sometimes we do them in the spring. We try to find a date where teachers are not completely exhausted, so they'll be able to come out and help and have a good time, but you know how hard that can be. The first thing that I do whenever we're creating a family night is I think of a theme. Some of the family literacy nights that we've already done that you can find in my Teachers Pay Teachers store are camping, going to the movies, pirates, and superheroes. And so this year's theme that we chose was outer space, and we called it Blast Off to Family Literacy Night. That's actually what the flyer looks like that I send home to parents. And so one of the first, after I figure out what the theme is going to be, I start to work on my plan. And to do that, I need a few different things. I need to know how many people are going to be participating in the event, and I also need to know what stations I would like to have for kids and parents to interact with. The idea behind a family literacy night is that kids and parents from your community come into your school, they read, they write, they talk, they listen, they do all of the skills that we want kids to do to build their literacy, and it encourages parents to come to the school and to understand a little bit about what kids are doing at school every day. And so some of the kinds of stations that I like to include are something where the parents and kids have to read together, something where the parents and kids write together. We usually do at least a couple of word games, especially for our primary students. We'd like them to walk away with some products and maybe some activities that they can do at home as well. And so this last family literacy night that we created was called Blast Off to Family Literacy Night, and everything was outer space themed. So we had several different stations. I create posters with the instructions for each station on them, and then we blow them up on the poster maker and have them posted in various areas around. Usually we use the gym or the cafeteria. Sometimes we use a science lab. It depends on how many stations we have and how much space we're going to need. I create a little map. This is lovely, right? That has information for our custodians who help us set up the spaces for our family nights. And so it tells them which spaces need tables, how many tables, where to locate everything, so that we can have the event set up prior to me putting out all the materials on that day. So once I have all the different ideas for stations, I work on actually creating the materials that kids need. So this past year, one of the stations that we had was called Mission Control, and we just set up the stage with cozy furniture and baskets of books. We tried to primarily include books that were about space, but we also included other topics. And then each student who read received a little Reading is Out of This World bookmark. So that was our Mission Control station. We had another station where I took big wading poles, the plastic ones that you can get at Walmart or any convenience store. And we found, I made little cards for teachers to call out words, and kids had to dig through balled up butcher paper to find rhyming words on little moon rocks. So that station was called Moon Rocks. We had one that was rhyming words, and we had another one that was all synonyms. And so kids had to look for synonyms to the word smart. They could find brilliant, they could find clever, and whenever they did, they shouted out, and they had won that round. And kids really like it because it's competition, and they like to beat their friends. So that was our Moon Rock station. Another station that we had that I've tried to include in several of our family night products is our partner play station. And so I wrote a little play about an astronaut and an alien. The astronaut meets the alien, and the alien meets the astronaut, and they each think the other one is an alien because they've never seen anything like that before. Kids make little partner play hats to wear whenever they read their play, and the parent has to wear the other hat, which is really cute because a lot of the parents actually do. And so they each have a role. They read their little script, and then they get to take it home because then they can remember that time that they spent. And so I wrote scripts at different levels. This one was for our big kids, and this was for our younger students. And that way, parents of all, kids of all ages can actually participate in that station. It's not too difficult for anybody. One of our stations that was super popular this year was our Big Bang brainstorming station. This one required kids to brainstorm as many space-related words as they could using letters of the alphabet. And so for that one, we created a little contest. where the kid with the most words received a little prize, and I just put like space kind of candy, like Milky Way, Starburst, that sort of thing, moon pies, in little bags, and the students who took the top 3 places won those prizes, and they really enjoyed that one. I'm trying to build some vocabulary and think about, you know, academic language to describe space, and so it was really effective. This is a little game that we had kids build. It was called Space Race, and it was really just about following directions, because kids and parents don't often play games with each other as much as maybe they used to. Media and technology has kind of taken over. And so to encourage kids just to play a simple game with their parents, I made a little game board. Everybody has a little piece. They take turns flipping over the cards and following the directions on the cards. And this is a game that everybody got a paper bag, and all the materials fit right in it, so you can take it home and play it later. Another station that we had was rocket riding. At rocket riding, kids made a little rocket on a straw. It was a bendy straw. I didn't know if this was going to go over really well, because it's literally just a picture of a rocket on a bendy straw. But they were super excited, and I saw kids like flying their rockets. It was really charming. And so then they wrote an acrostic poem, and they brainstormed different things having to do with rockets, and then they wrote a little statement or word that started with each letter of rocket. The last station that we had, I called it was 3, 2, 1 blast off, and we projected a video of the book Mousetronaut being read, Mousetronaut by Mark Kelly, who was actually an astronaut, and it's about a little mouse who goes into outer space, and then he saves the day, even though he's the littlest one. And so they created a retelling wheel to retell the important events in the story, and they just used a little brad to secure the 2 pieces together. And kids really liked this one too, because they got to color, they got to write. Kids who were unable to write to retell, they actually sketched little pictures of each step of the story, each important event in the story on the inside of the wheel. So some of the things that we do to motivate people to come out to our family nights are we give out books. We secure books from different donation sites, or from really like Barely Bruised books from Scholastic. Sometimes you can get books for very reasonable prices there. You can use your Scholastic book order points to get free books. And so we have a selection of books that we put out on tables in front, and every student who comes to our family night gets to choose one of those books to take home. In addition to that, at the end of the evening, if they've participated in several stations, we give them a little free dress pass. And the next day, they don't have to wear their uniform. They can wear whatever they want that is appropriate to school. And so kids will turn out for those free dress passes. They really enjoy them. Some of our family nights, we've actually provided food. For example, the movie family night, everybody got a little container of popcorn. And that was just something simple that we did to kind of show that we appreciate our parents coming out. And if you feed people, they will come to your family nights. So that's a great way to encourage people to come out. One of the ways that we encourage our teachers to participate is one that it's kind of expected that we participate in parental involvement events. But in addition to that, teachers can earn points for their grade level, and then they can use those points towards supplies or towards a field trip funding, something like that. And that's been motivating for teachers to come out and participate as well. And you know, teachers are tired and they work hard, but they do enjoy working with the kids on in those events, and they get to see parents in a different setting. And these family nights have gone a long way to creating a school community for our school. So I recommend that you look into it, whether you plan your own family night event with whatever theme you think was going to be meaningful to your students, or whether you check out the family nights that I have at teacherspayteachers.com. My store is Chrissy Beltran, ChrissysBeltran. You can also check out my family night blog post at buzzingwithmissb.com, and you can follow me on Twitter at buzzingwithmissb, Instagram at buzzingwithmissb, Pinterest at buzzingwithmissb, or Facebook. And check out my materials and see if there's something that might help you out in your classroom. Happy teaching.